A lot of excitement brewing in studio right now for this next moment. Star Trek fans, this season of Star Trek Strange New World probably has you glued to your seat, and someone you know and love is returning this season.
So this morning we are joined by James Tiberius Kirk himself, the actor Paul Wesley, joining us this morning from Strange New World. Good morning, Paul.
Hi, good morning, guys. How are you?
Fantastic.
I wish you could see all the white teeth right now in studio. So happy that you're joining
From the
us.
studio to the production booth. Everyone's very happy to see you.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely.
Okay, so we got to talk about this because you play James Tiberius Kirk on this iteration of Star Trek, but this is set before the show that everybody knows from William Shatner. This is set before that time period, right?
That's right. That's right. Yeah, it's a prequel, so it's the years. So actually, he's not quite captain. He's Lieutenant James T. Kirk, and Captain Christopher Pike is the captain of the Enterprise. However, Kirk keeps sort of appearing. So we all know eventually what will happen. But what's great about this series is that you get to meet all these familiar characters that you love if you're a fan of the original series. But you get to see them sort of before they became the iconic characters that they are now known for. So it's a really fun opportunity for me to bring a different perspective to an iconic character.
Yeah, I love it. I've always been a fan of Star Trek, believe it or not. Have you been a fan your whole life?
Yeah, so there's always like Star Wars people and Star Trek people, and it's. I mean, there are some that like both, but for some reason you either pick a side, and it's kind of strange. I didn't consciously pick a side, but I remember just watching a ton of Star Trek reruns on television and never seeing a single Star Wars film until like a few years ago, which is very strange because I know they're so iconic. But in any case, I watched all of the sort of reruns growing up, and I watched The Next Generation and like tons of different sequels and spin-offs and prequels. It's a gigantic world. It's been 60 plus years of having Star Trek in our lives.
Now I want to ask you about Comic-Con, because Comic-Con just wrapped up.
Yeah.
And I know we're in season 3 of Strange New World right now, but during Comic-Con, there was some conversations about puppets possibly coming to season 4 of Strange New World. Can you divulge any details?
First I'll just say the writers are so brilliant because they have no limitations. They are so wildly imaginative, and there are no limits for them. And yes, there is a puppet episode. I wish I could tell you more, but that's pretty much all I can say is that there is a puppet episode, and it is going to be brilliant.
Okay, I know. I have so many questions. But okay, I'm going to ask this question. If you can't answer, fine. Does the puppet episode involve the same amount of Kirk swagger as you and William Shatner have?
I have some bad news for you. I'm actually not in the puppet episode.
Come on!
I know.
My heart is broken.
My heart's broken.
I'm like, I'm offended. I'm offended that you would not be in every episode.
I am too. I want it to be a puppet. Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll see if we've got puppet friends. Maybe we can make you into a puppet some way somehow.
Thank you. I need it.
A lot of people are very much fans of you from Vampire Diaries.
Yeah.
How different is it playing, from Vampire Diaries and going into space?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, both are fantasy-esque world. I mean, one is a fantasy sort of YA drama, and Star Trek is very much sort of a space adventure show. Two very different audiences. Obviously, there's some intersection, but, Star Trek is a very sort of old piece of IP. It's been around, as I mentioned, for over 60 years. Vampire Diaries debuted, I think, in 2009. So our fan bases are quite different, but it's such an honor for me to sort of be in both worlds, you know. And I always joke that like with Star Trek fans, you have to be prepared to answer any question. You almost have to carry like one of those like Cliff Notes, like encyclopedia, because there's been so much added to the Star Trek world since the original show in the 60s. Yeah.
Most definitely.
Hey, I would be remiss if we didn't say congratulations, by the way, to you also with your engagement.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely. Very sweet. Beautiful couple.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Wait. Did you hear that? That's our producer and our traffic aider going, oh, come on.
thought we had a chance.
Thank you so much for your time this morning. You're such a good sport. You can catch Strange New World streaming on Paramount Plus if you got to catch up for season 3, and then get ready for those puppets in season 4. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
He's a good sport. He's like, oh my gosh. Oh gosh.
Very good sport.
All right.